Hello. So I want to do like a video on Nebula and why she doesn't need a patronage in PvP fights. So Nebula like so she only has one option for patrons. Like if you use Nebula in a fight, she does not have any options. She has exactly one, and that is Cain. Yeah, there is benefits to using Cain. Gives her about 10,000 physical attack, boosts her dodge, which is not bad. And if we look at her skills, they're all like physical attack based. Like she gets pretty good bonuses. So it's 120% modifier. So that 10k gives like 120,000 extra damage. This is a 40% modifier, so that'd be like 4,000 extra health. This is 100%, so that's like an extra 10,000 damage. And this is a modifier, so this is an extra 10,000 physical attack or an extra like 15,000 magic attack when she's using this ability. So that's actually a big boost. So people want to use Cain. There's also the energy boost, which will allow her to ult more often. Though Nebula sits in the middle, so it's not as relevant for her. That's part of why you might not want to use it on her. But the biggest issue is that because she is not in the middle, like if you're building a team here, like you're gonna do like a team here, like you're just gonna put in, like says by default they'll have Cain there, but like you're gonna put a team. Like you might want Aurora to have Cain, or maybe you're gonna use Dante, or like boom, you might want him to have Cain. Um, like maybe you're using Yasmin, you might want her to have Cain. Like there's just and part of why like in this scene there's usually a better target. There's almost always a better target. So a lot of times like having a patron on Nebula, like it's not necessary. It helps like if there's no other use for Cain. Like if you don't have Cain on somebody else, then it's fine to put it on her. Like it's better obviously if your Cain's not being used, it's fine. But most of the time, you're gonna be using another hero. You're gonna be using Aurora. You're gonna be using Dante. Maybe you're using Iris or not Iris, Yasmin or something. Like you're gonna be using something that might want that Cain patronage, and that doesn't leave room for Nebula to have it. And it's like, and no, just putting like let's say you want to do like said this a lot of times this is not right. Sometimes it's right to have all of Aurora, but usually not in teams that are running Nebula. Like here's a classic example of like a blunder I've seen people do. So in Sebastian, like so they would have like so like a team like so this is a team that somebody runs, right? Like or like this is like said and somebody's like so they get a win in Guild War with this line. And like I said, and then next week, like, right, that player's not available to fight that particular line or whatever, but it's the same defending team. But I say it to another player who has the same heroes, but instead of running the same line, the same patrons, they decide to do this. Like, I've seen somebody literally do this exact thing, and they got a loss, whereas the other person got a win. Like, they're like, well, I thought it'd be better to fight patron. Like, no, it's not better. You literally made it worse because you were fighting I can't remember the exact line, but this case it was like a physical attacking team. Like so by switching Cain off of Aurora, you literally made the team worse. Like it's literally worse in this case because you want the Aurora to spam dodge buffs versus a physical attack team. If that means running Nebula with no patron, that is what you need to do. That's better. That's a better use. Like it's just better not to have her have a patron. And you know, like I said, a lot of times this is the best patron for Aurora, even if you're using like another dodge hero or something. Like because Aurora is the most like frontmost hero. Like I said, if Aurora's here, like it might make more sense to use Fenris on Iris or an Albus. Like a lot of times when I do this, once I use Yasmin, not Iris, like Yasmin. Like if I'm using Yasmin, like with Aurora, a lot of times I'll use Albus on Yasmin and then Fenris on Sebastian, or maybe even Oliver on him if I'm not using Oliver somewhere. Like that's what I normally do. And like I said, I don't really have Dante, but like if we were doing Dante, similar thing. Like it makes more sense to have Cain on the frontmost hero most cases. Though there might be some lines where you would do this, but you in any case, you're not gonna have Cain on Nebula. This is just it's like almost always inferior to have it on Nebula. Probably like the only case where you would have Cain on Nebula in like an actual PvP fight would be something with like a jet line or something, and maybe you'd have it on here, and then you're running like what are they running? These kind of lines. You'd have like Kira or something weird. Where's my I can't find these heroes. There you go, Kira. Even then I actually think I've seen Anvari, honestly though, I still think Aurora is probably better in these kind of lines. And I actually don't think Jet's that great in these lines, but that might be one example where you would have like said, where you might not said you might have Cain here instead of on Jet, because Jet's in the very back. You probably want him either with Axel versus like Ju or maybe Oliver. This is gonna be here. It's gonna be something like this. Actually, you'd probably have here Oliver. You might have Axel here. It might be something like this. That might be a place where you have Cain on Nebula. Like, and having Cain on Nebula is really good in the Asgard, because Asgard, she's the only one in that line that can use dodge, that can use Cain patron, so that's fine there. Like, so in this case, this is the Stone Cold line. In this line, it's okay to put Cain on Nebula here for the raid boss, and this actually helps her versus the meteors, because now she gets the energy bonus, and like during a meteor shower, she'll usually cough up a few attack buffs, which can give your team a pretty big boost of damage. Like, that's usually where the numbers spike during the guild raids. Yeah, not too much more to say on this though, but you don't always need a patron on every hero, especially Nebula, because she's so limited. Most of the time, like, there's a better option for Nebula. There's a better option than putting Cain on Nebula, and it's okay to run without a pet. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you want to know more about pets, please check the video below. Thanks for watching.